Okay, Weasel, this is a sequel to Alice in Wonderland, and we have the pink RX Weasel who is a nurse, and she rescues the Hatter, the Duchess, from the haystack and interviews the author. Seeing the tiny Hatter and tiny Duchess disappear into the haystack, the pink RX Weasel spread her pink cape and literally flew into action. Down, down, down she went into the haystack, landing in an empty roller coaster car speeding past endless haystacks. Then she found herself in the center of a circus ring with a young woman with a whip and a chair taming a lion. She gasped. The lion turned into the Hatter, and the lion tamer turned into the Duchess. "Help us out of here! Oh, help us out of here!" they both said. Never before had she seen the Duchess with tears on her face, or the Hatter. All made of bales of hay, the floor, walls, and ceiling trembled. Suddenly the Weasel was aware that she herself was afraid. She spread her cape, took the Hatter in one arm and the Duchess in the other, and up, up, up she went. The hole at the top of the haystack began to close, but up, up, up they went, and out. Down they glided to the tea table, and when they got there, the nurse found a piece of growth mushroom and shared it. Returned to full size, the pink RX Weasel breathed a sigh of relief. Then she excused herself and said, "Now I've got you to write, I'll have to do some work on the author." The author was at the other side of the tea table. "Do you want to write something that is earth-shaking?" said the Weasel. "Do you want... My own world has been shaken, and I write out of that and become because of that," said the author. "Are you writing as an escape?" "Every page I write is a challenge, an opportunity to do well, or to fall flat on my face in public. I'm used to appearing in public, but it's harder in some ways than going into court with clients. The client isn't on trial when I write. I am. And except for my characters, I am very much alone." Do you care about your characters? I hope the public accept you. You are fun for me to have in my manuscript. All my characters are a part of my personality. But you aren't hard to live with. If I had children, I would want one like you. Do you wish you were somewhere else? I'm writing as a substitute for a vacation on the beach. I'm going to Wonderland in my imagination, rather than going to Cuba or Miami. I am engaging in the opposite of confinement. Is what you are writing healthy? Ill health is confining. What I am writing about is the opposite of confinement, which is why you probably understand me more than Alice does. I have affection for Alice. I love her. She is a part of me that I love. Shouldn't you love the Duchess also? Nobody loves the Duchess, but I sure do write a lot about her. She has suffered much and is leading a distorted life. So I can write a lot about her, and perhaps my personality will grow as I do so. Are you a prophet? Not intentionally. I have had premonitions all right, but not many. I don't have second sight, but that could change. I love to entertain my friends. I will sing and dance for them if they want. When I get to heaven, that's all I want to do. Get people laughing. If I am a prophet, that is because I am getting my material directly from heaven, what the Catholics call infusion. Material directly from heaven. I have no real idea where half of what I write comes from. It isn't intended. I will plan to sit down and write 2 pages and write 2 pages, but I write something entirely different. I will plan 2 chapters and end up writing a 3rd one in between that I never thought of until I did. I write because it makes me feel fulfilled to do so. Gives me a sense of wholeness. Don't you feel lonely? None of my characters is boring, uninteresting, or insignificant. so I know them better and am closer to them than my neighbors. Sometimes I think they are entertaining me. They are good companions, always becoming deeper and more complex. They never cease to amaze and surprise me, which is what I hope happens to my readers. My writing is not intended as self-indulgence. That is my first 2-page submission.